Welcome to a workday in my life. It is currently already 10 o'clock, so I've done nothing this morning. I made some coffee. I did a little bit of computer work, like checked up on my DMs, looked at my sales from overnight, that kind of thing, but I've done pretty much nothing. I slept in this morning till like almost 9, which is not ideal, but I've been exhausted this week. So we're just now starting my workday, so let's go ahead and get started. For reference, today is Thursday. All of my workdays look pretty different, but on Thursdays I have story sales in the evening. So I really try and make all day Thursday preparing for story sales the best that I can, and then also doing some other things here and there. Thankfully, I already filmed all of my story sales yesterday, so everything is filmed. I just have to edit all of them. So what that means is I go in and put them in the Instagram app and I add all the sizes and descriptions and prices and all that kind of stuff, and then also find any kind of like stock photos or inspiration photos and get those done. I also like to edit the photos that I took of my things yesterday and get those to like sneak peek them onto Instagram and advertise for my sale. I also, today, I think I'm going to go to my antique booth and take a few pictures of some things that we put in. My mom and I went in yesterday, day before, I think it was on Tuesday, went in on Tuesday, and I had bought some things, she had bought some things, so we went and put in new things, but we were like in a rush, my phone was dead, and I didn't get any pictures of those things, so I would like to go get some photos of the things that we took in to advertise on my Instagram for my antique booth as well. If you're new here, hello, my name is Lily. I am a reseller. I sell secondhand clothing and goods for a living, and I love my job. I started my YouTube channel, I guess it's been almost 2 months ago now, a month and a half ago, but I've never done a day in my life, and that's what most people requested, was like a daily work vlog. So we're gonna try this out today. I have been waiting until the last minute to do my YouTube videos, which is not good. So I'm filming this probably the day before or 2 days before it's going up. But I sell on Poshmark, eBay, my website, Instagram, and then I have an antique booth where I sell home goods in person, and I do that with my mom, who's also a full-time reseller. And my grandma loves to shop with us too. I don't really have any great reason to get ready today, but I always feel like I work a little bit better when I have a lot of things to do when I do get ready, so I just felt like I could put a little bit of something on my face. But yeah, so today we need to edit those story sales, which I've done a couple, but I need to do a lot more. I think we're going to run to the antique booth and take some pictures, maybe move some things around because a few things sold yesterday. Probably get a coffee while we're out because I like to do that on Thursdays. And then we need to go to the UPS store. I got all of my USPS orders out yesterday. Blake took them to the post office for me, but my UPS ones I need to run to the UPS store. And then on Thursdays, we eat dinner with Blake's parents, so we'll go to Blake's parents' house and eat while I'm posting story sales tonight. It's a little intro to the day, but I don't know what else it has in store for us. Okay, I'm sure you just saw that. That light turns on and off. At first, I thought it might be motion activated, but I don't think so, and it's not like a normal timer. I have no idea why it turns on and off, but it does. So if you ever see that in my videos, I can't tell you why. That is not blended. That's just from my glasses that I slept in. Well, I didn't sleep in them, but I had them on this morning. This lovely zit appeared yesterday. I popped it last night. Now it's all red and scabbed over. So we're just going to embrace it and let it be. I'm going to see if I can cover this anymore. I'm okay with it showing, but it is just very bright red. I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but when I'm doing my mascara, literally my mouth cannot stay shut. Like, it's always just hanging open and my chin is so far out when I'm doing it. I don't know that I've talked about this on here, but my office is like kind of so I have my closet, my getting ready station, and then also all of my office and inventory. My husband and I are actually thinking about planning to move my inventory to the garage, like get new inventory system, move it to the garage, maybe this spring or summer, so that this could be more so just like my workspace instead of also my inventory, which would be amazing because I'm running out of space. But I get ready in here, and then I get dressed in here, and then I also work in here. So if you ever wonder why back here looks crazy when I'm filming or when I'm getting ready, because that's my inventory and the stuff that I'm processing and everything else. But then over here looks all pretty because this is my closet and where I get ready. Okay, all of my orders, I'm getting notifications now, all of my orders that I shipped last night are now tracking, which is awesome. So I need to go get my UPS ones out. So let's get dressed and then get out of the house. I film all my story sales here in my office, and I try and change like shoes and pants to make it all look better, more cohesive. And this is the outcome. Literally all these shoes and accessories just thrown in a pile on my floor. It's cloudy and kind of gross outside today, so I think I'm gonna try and do a pretty comfy outfit. But I've got to put my laundry up. My laundry has been in piles for far too long, so hold me to that today or tomorrow. I've got to get that done. So I think I'm gonna do vintage Harley tee little Free People undershirt, and these Urban Outfitters pants. Of course, all of it was thrifted. Okay, I had on the green pants, but they were like too blousy with what was going on. So I put on the pants that I slept in. They're not actually pajamas, they're supposed to be like a lounge set. So I'm just gonna go with it. And then I think I'm gonna do just normal sneakers. I really have no reason to put on like a real outfit, but it just makes me feel better some days. I love to get dressed up and I love like putting together outfits, which is probably why I love this job. But working from home, I don't have the opportunity to do that very much, and it feels silly to do it at a thrift store sometimes. So we're just doing it for the day. And then I think I'm going to do a little hat since it's probably going to rain. My hair is going to be crazy. I'm always very conflicted on if I should do the hair in front of my ears or tucked behind with a hat. I don't know. Okay, I think we'll just do it this way and call it good. The hat is from Blake. He got it when he was a kid in Colorado, so now it's mine. And the shirt is thrifted Vintage Harley. The undershirt is thrifted Free People. The pants are from Poshmark. They're from a boutique that I bought on Poshmark. And then the shoes are thrifted Asics. Reselling note, Asics are doing really well right now, especially like the Onitsuka Tiger style shoes. But any kind of like skinny, thin Asic is definitely in, so keep an eye out for that at the thrift store. Now let's add some jewelry. I'm gonna do first these little earrings. They're just little bow earrings from Madewell. They're my go-to staple right now. I hardly buy anything new, but Madewell earrings are like the only earrings I feel like are worth the money. They're not super expensive, but they last for forever. And so that's where I get all my jewelry for the most part. And then my little watch, it's a Seiko. I got it as a wedding gift from my parents. Wear it every day. And then I made this fabulous charm necklace. These are really in right now, by the way, too. If you see them like at thrift stores or estate sales, I would grab them, like the 80s style charm necklaces. But I think that I'm going to wear that. It might be too much. We'll see. Upon further looking, it was indeed too much. So I'm just going to do a plain gold chain instead. I bought like a long thing of gold chain when I made that charm necklace. I just got it from Michael's. So I think I'm just going to do this. Okay, that's what we're working with. I was trying to head out the door when I remembered that I wanted to take a couple of things into the antique booth. I have been selling Oklahoma stuff like crazy, like OU, OSU, and then we had this cool Oklahoma cardigan that we sold. But I remembered that I had 2 of these Oklahoma sweaters, so I think that I'm going to go ahead and tag those and take those in today. So for the antique booth, we have to make all of our own tags, and then we have to put our name on all the tags. So what we do is we have this little stamp. Our booth name is Nona Jeans, after my great-grandma. So the stamp is in her handwriting, and we just stamp those on the tags, and we just get the tags on Amazon. And then I write a short description. I try to make it really short and sweet because we use a system called Quail, which tells you when you sell something and what you sell, but they're only going to put the first few words on there. So I try and make it only a few words. So just vintage Oklahoma sweater. And something my mom and I did not know what we were going to do whenever we first started is how to differentiate what items were hers and what items were mine when they sold, so it would be easy to do all of our bookkeeping and splitting the money at the end of the month. So we heard this from someone else in our booth. What we do is all of my mom's numbers end in 00, so like $25. All of mine end in 99. So if something's going to be $25, hers is $25, mine's $24.99. So whenever we see it come across, then we know whose it is. My grandma also puts some stuff in, and hers ends in 50, and that goes toward our booth rent. So that's just kind of how we do the numbers. So for these, I'm going to do $24.99. And there's our little tags. And then I need to go ahead and stick them on hangers. I think these are 70s. I've had them for a while, and I just haven't been able to sell them. So now hopefully they'll find a new home. In our antique booth, they give us our hangers back if they have our names on them. Well, obviously on a hanger like this, you can't put the name on it. So we tie our tags on the hanger instead of on the item. So they have to take the hanger up to the front, and the people at the front know that it's ours. Something like that. See if that can hang. Okay, so I have these, so now I think we can get out the door. I have my UPS orders, my sweaters for the booth, and I think we're headed out. My car is quite literally a hot mess. Like, there's stuff everywhere. Antique booth, clothes, everything. I got some mail addressed to a little bit of my closet, which is strange. Normally it's just my name, so let's see what it says. QuickBooks is trying to sell me 50% off. Do y'all use QuickBooks? With taxes coming around, I'm curious. I just use TurboTax at the end of the year and do all of my own bookkeeping up until then. But I know that a lot of people use QuickBooks. It just seems like it's really expensive for something that I don't necessarily need. But if you use it, please let me know what the pros and cons are because I've thought about it before. Okay, now let's make a Dunkin' order and go pick up coffee and breakfast. It's pretty late, so I'm just gonna get like a small breakfast and then come back and make lunch later for Blake and I. Because he has class today, so he'll come back after class, between class. My current Dunkin' order is just a medium iced coffee with oat milk and caramel, and sometimes I do extra ice. I think I'm going to today. My place doesn't do very much ice, which is good because you get more drink, but I like it to be cold. I do 3 pumps caramel. Sometimes that's too much, so sometimes I do too, but typically 3 pumps. An order in the app, if you go to Dunkin', I hear so many people saying that Dunkin's bad, and sometimes it just is. It's not the best coffee, but it's the cheapest coffee. And if you order in the app, it's always so much better. And they have great rewards. Like, I get a free drink probably every week. Dunkin' has ordered. My podcast is queued, so let's go. Hi, I have an order for Lillian. I have my coffee and my food, and now we're going to go to the antique booth. The sun is coming out. I love cloudy weather, but when it's springtime and I get in the springtime mood, I get so excited for sunny, warm weather. So I'm so glad that it's back. Just got out of the antique store. I moved around a lot of things, added some things in, and then I got a lot of content. I've been trying to really be good about posting content on our antique store page. We just started it, so don't have very many followers, but it is already producing sales from people on Instagram. So trying to really make good content there and share that out. But now we're going to head home, which is only like 5 minutes, and make some lunch and start editing our Instagram story sales for tonight. I have 2 modes when it comes to lunches for work from home days. 1 is frozen chicken nuggets and french fries, and 2 is salmon bowls. Those are like the 2 things that I make. So today we're doing salmon bowls. I just buy the salmon in bulk from Aldi. It's like the best price and then they taste pretty good. Thaw it overnight, and then I just do olive oil, garlic powder, onion powder, and Tony's, and then I cook it at 400 for like 12 minutes. And that's like one of my go-to lunches. And then I just do it with the instant rice. I usually do the jasmine rice, but white rice is good too, or really any kind. And then I do avocado and lemon juice. Today I think I might do broccoli because we have some broccoli I need to make. But it's so easy. Blake and I both are usually home for lunches, so it's a super easy way to just cook for both of us and be healthy and also like pretty affordable and fast. So that is typically my go-to for lunches. For the broccoli, I just chop it up and put it in a Ziploc bag, and then I season it usually with the same seasoning that I did on the salmon, and throw it in the air fryer 400 for 5 minutes, I think is what I do. And it's so good. I love roasted broccoli, and it's so fast and easy. I was talking about this to a friend the other day about how we need like the opposite like Costco and Sam's, because when you're only cooking for 1 or 2 people, it is so hard to finish all their food. And I'm a cheap grocery girl, so like I go to Aldi and I have to buy broccoli in bunches of 2. And then it is really hard to buy or to eat 2 things of broccoli before it goes bad as just 2 people, especially when Blake works in the evenings or something. So that is one con of fresh produce, is I can never finish it before it goes bad. While it's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and photograph a few things to list on Poshmark and eBay today after I get done with my story sales. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now before the food's done. I greatly underestimated how long it was going to take for my lunch to be done. So, lunch is done, we're going to eat now, and then I'll finish photographing. Here's the finished product in an ice cream bowl because we need to do the dishes. In our relationship, I'm the chef, not a very good one, but I cook, and Blake does the dishes and a lot of the like household chores, and then I do all the food related ones, grocery shopping, cooking, that kind of stuff. Delicious. I'm trying to eat my lunch and edit a video, and I don't know if you can hear it, you probably can. We have a neighbor like a block down the street who literally drives a remote control car down the road that sounds like a race car at all hours of the day. And it's probably not bad for people who go to work because he does it mostly during the day. but me and my neighbor across the street work from home, and literally all that I hear during the afternoons most days is this grown man driving his remote control car down the street. And it's so hard to film videos. Like, if I try and film a YouTube video on a Friday, it's almost impossible because all I hear is that's all that I hear. I try to be nice, I try to not say anything, but oh my gosh, it drives me nuts. I sat here for way longer than I anticipated. I ended up making and editing a reel that I had filmed this morning at the antique booth, and I'm going to finish photographing, and then we've got to start editing story sales. I just photographed my 5 things, and I realized I forgot to go to the UPS store. That was the whole reason, other than the antique store, that we were leaving the house. So we need to go to the UPS store. Thankfully it's right by my house, and then we'll come back and work. We are in my husband's car this time because he got home after me and he's parked behind me. So I found my Dunkin' that I never finished, which I take so long to drink my coffee. So I have my Dunkin', and then I have my UPS in the back. So we're gonna run over there, and then we gotta get back and get back to work. Scratch what I previously said. The vet called. My dog has a vet appointment tomorrow, and he has a grooming appointment tomorrow afternoon. And I guess that they got some schedules mixed up, and they need him to come in today to get groomed. So Otis and I are going to go to the groomer, and then I'll come back and work. I'm finally home. Otis is at the groomer. Blake is doing the dishes. I'm going to knock out these stories. Thankfully everything's already done except editing them. So I'm gonna knock that out, watch some SVU, and get some stuff done. They called that Otis is ready, and I came to get him, and I forgot to put my shoes back on. So we're rocking the house shoes.
You should just make it over and over.
I 1,000,000% agree. It's so much better.
Also,
What?
speaking of making comfort and all, what do you want me to do with the show? It's broken. Yeah, it's broken.
Throw it in the dumpster. I just didn't want to throw it in our trash, then I forgot it was there. We are home. It is so much later than we meant to. We meant to leave Blake's parents pretty early, and instead it is like 11:30, and I am planning to get up in 6.5 hours because there's an estate sale pretty close to our house in the morning, and it has really good vintage Pyrex, so I want to go get some for the antique booth. So I'm hoping to get up at like 6 in the morning, leave by 6:45ish, get in line at 7, starts at 9. So I need to get ready for bed and then go to bed. It was thunderstorming pretty crazy tonight. I know that a house pretty close to Blake's parents' house got hit by lightning, and it was crazy. We just got home. It is still raining outside, but it's really cozy now. I probably should shower, but I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow when I get home. We had burgers at Blake's parents, and then we started watching Masters of the Air. Blake and his parents have been watching it. I have not been watching it. I watched one episode. But we instead got talking. So we watched like 15 minutes of that and then talked the rest of the time, and now Blake's finishing that while I'm getting ready for bed. We had Thursday night story sales, which are my favorite time of the week. And thank you so much. They have been really, really good, really, really successful. So that's been fun. Posting those and talking to all of y'all, selling some things, finding things, new homes has been great. Oh, I also feel like I need to clarify, I am not usually an early estate sale person. Like, I like to get there like a few minutes before it starts, but I don't like to get there hours early. Like, this is literally, did you just see that? I just spilled that all over my shirt. But this is like a once, very, very infrequently thing. But they have some sets of Pyrex that have been on my list for a long time to find. I know they have at least 2 sets that I want. The Primary Colors refrigerator set and the pink gooseberry casserole dish set, which A, are very valuable, and B, have just been things that I've been wanting to find. Like, they've been sets that I've been keeping my eye out for. So I just have to go, and I feel like because it's so close to my house, if I'm gonna go, I might as well go early and have a better shot of getting it. So if I get there and there's already 10 people in line, I'll just come home and then go back because there's no way I'm gonna get it. But if I'm the first person in line, then there's a chance that I could get at least one of them. So the plan for the morning is you get up at like 6 o'clock, get dressed, brush my teeth, slick my hair back, go get a Dunkin' coffee, drive there. It's like 10 minutes from my house, and then just camp out, work a little bit, take my notebook, read my book, do all the things while I'm waiting for the doors to open. This is Lily from the future. I did get there early. I got there earlier than I even planned. I was fourth in line, and I did not get the sets that I wanted. And I was pretty devastated, and I'm exhausted. Other exciting news that will not be exciting to anyone else except me, most likely. We live in an area that does not have a Panda Express nearby, which does not sound like a big deal, but we love Panda Express. And there's one like in a mall kind of by our house, and there's the other closest one is like 15 minutes away, not in a great area. So there's one opening very close to our house. They put the sign up today that says 5 days until open. So we saw that on the way over here and we were very, very excited. So something to look forward to. I need to put my pajamas on. Pajamas are on, I'm ready for bed, and I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep. Thank you so much for coming along in this day in the life with me. It was so fun to film this. It was really hard to remember to film everything, and it was a very strange day, which most of my days are, so I guess it was extra realistic. None of my days really look the same, and so all of my work days are so different. So if you want to see another work day in my life, please let me know, and let me know if you like this kind of content. I post new reselling videos every Friday afternoon, so if you like this content, please subscribe. I had such a fun day with you, and thank you for being a part of a little bit of my closet.